And Black and Tan Sports in the house. What's up, everybody? Pardon the low quality video today, but I think my mic sounds nice. Check one, my mic sounds nice. Check two. Apologize for yesterday, last night's podcast. Couldn't make it out. I had some technical difficulties, but apparently I got them straightened out. So I'm here now. I'm in the building. What's good? Let's jump right into it, man. Eagles did their thing last Sunday. Um, walked, dog walked. I'm gonna call it a dog walk in New York Giants. I mean, at home, we did our damn thing. Again, you heard earlier, had a little wing pole eating contest out there with Big Carm's tailgate. Shout out to Big Carm in the house. Shout out to cheerleaders. See my hat, cheerleaders in the house. You know what I mean? We're doing another joint. I want to shout this out before we actually get started. We're having another eating contest at cheerleaders in New Jersey. That's going to be the second eat off on November 23rd at the cheerleaders New Jersey location. That's on Route 130. I believe it's like in Pensacola or some area like that. I'll get the actual address out to you guys the next time we do a podcast. But be prepared for that. We're going to have it's going to be during the Dallas Eagles game. We're away that weekend. It's going to be what's called considered the Dallas Sucks Part 2 party. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen during halftime of the game. The game is at 4:45, so whenever halftime kicks off, we're going to do our own halftime show, which will be a wing eating contest. If you want to join, if you want to be an eater, feel free to reach out to myself or Tan or Black and Tan Sports on social medias. If you want to contact cheerleaders directly, you can ask for either Alicia or Vivian. If you want to become an eater, contact them at cheerleaders, New Jersey or Pennsylvania. Probably the Philly one is better direct to get a hold of Alicia and Vivian, who are the ones that handle the wing eating contest. If you want to join up and become an eater, pause. It's all good. I'm gonna have some more details about that when we actually do our podcast together. I'm gonna get a little bit more script together so you guys understand exactly what's going on. But in the meantime and in the between time, I'm gonna go talk about the game, man. Bro, listen, we did our thing last week. Everybody looked great, man. Everybody looked great. Obviously we didn't have BG come back, and he wasn't in the building. He was in the building, wasn't on the field. But he's not ready. I know he's going to be ready by the time we come back. We got a bye week this week, so it's going to be get everybody healthy. You saw your boy Barkley pull up. He has they said their injury is a minor groin pull, so he'll get that worked out this week hopefully, and then he'll be back in effect next week for week 10, I guess, right? But overall, man, listen, I think that the team itself is starting to gel this time of season. Um, I mean, we have AJ Brown out obviously last week, but we still, had a great game. Devontae Smith had 6 for 9. He got six. He was throwing the ball 9 times, caught six, so 6 for 9, 84 yards. Dotson 1 for 2 for 40 yards and a touchdown. I mean, the team is stepping up. When you got your players down, your key players down, you're going to have a guy come up and, a couple of guys step up to the plate and show what they can do for the team, to get by and get that win in that win column. And I think these two fellas definitely did their damn thing. Um, I mean, as far as obviously the game stats are, Bigsby, I mean, through week 8, I mean, this guy, we haven't really used him much, but I think, what he did last week. And if we get to that rotation of having that two back, 1-2 punch, or putting them both in the backfield and see what happens, that way it's going to, basically kind of free up some, not free up, I guess the word would maybe like confuse some of the defenses possibly, because now you've got, two running backs back there. Not many people. That used to be a thing back when I was a kid growing up playing football. You had two halfbacks and a fullback. Some recent years, some teams, they had a fullback and a halfback, but putting two halfbacks back there, two running backs in the backfield, you're going to totally confuse the defense. You're going to basically keep those two inside linebackers honest, and you could run so many different plays out of that formation, whether Hurts is under center or taking that shotgun. I mean, I think that maybe something I could call in. I don't know. Herb has all the numbers for everything. Maybe Herb could call in and find out, if we can implement that type of play coming up this after the bye week and see if what it does and how it happens. I mean, I really don't have much to say. Nick covered most of it, man. I mean, it was a great week last week, great weekend. Again, man, you guys got to come out to these wing eating contests, man. It's all live, man. It's all direct. You don't even have to pay to be a part of the wing eating contest. It's free to enter, and the Big Harms tailgate is also free. You just gotta, make there's some donations if you want to donate. We are doing the wing contest on the 23rd. There's going to be some more donation information about that. Again, I'll get that to you next week when we have a bit more time to get set up and give some more details about that wing contest. I just want to throw it out there right now to get your eyes and ears on it, and then we'll get some more information about that to you as soon as possible. But again, I really don't have much more to say about the Eagles, man. Listen, I'm excited. It's going to be nice to have a week off. I mean, it feels like for me personally, with the way we've been playing and everything that's going on in the league, and just I feel anxious before every game. It's like I'm a player and I'm not. And I think having this week off, is just going to be one of those things where I can kind of focus on my fantasy team and enjoy watching, all the games being played to see how my teams do. Because usually I end up spending the rest of the week. I watch the Eagles game, and we've been playing at 1 o'clock. And after that, I just kind of zone out and relax and kind of socialize. And then I end up watching most of the games during the week to see what happened, across the league. But this week I don't have the Birds playing, so I ain't got to get up early. I don't have to be nowhere anytime soon, so I can kind of relax on my Sunday and really get an actual, non-participant football Sunday in for myself. So what I'm going to do right now, again, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Like I said, I don't really have much to say. We'll be at 6, 7 minutes in. I don't have all the fillers. I don't have Mr. Green coming up. Although I did want to say, Mr. Green, but you got to pause with that 15-year-old shit, bro. Like that was wild. You can't be saying that about people. I'm sure. I'm sure Belichick's girl was a little bit older than that, a lot older than that. I mean, she got to be of age. You know what I mean? You can't be putting things out that day. You gotta curb that shit, yo. You know what I mean? It's funny. It's funny to say. You know what I mean? But you gotta curb that ish, bro. So real quick, man, I'm gonna go into the PPR picks that I picked out this week. First and foremost, I'm gonna go with running back Bam Knight out of Arizona. They're playing the Cowboys this week. They're gonna be at the Cowboy Stadium in Dallas. I think you know what I mean. He's not going to be your number one pick if you have him. If you don't take out your number one running back this week, but if you're looking for somebody to pick up to put on your roster to get you some points, I think Bam's going to be a pretty good pick for you. I mean, he's what he's at 14 carries, three receptions, total 57 yards. I mean, for that last week, he was tied with Murray and Benson in carries, for year to date. And this week, I mean, he's got two touchdowns on the season, and he's projected to get 9.4 points. So he's not going to be your starting running back, but I mean, if you got a guy on bye, if you got somebody that you need to get some extra points out of, I mean, I think he's a great pick for you as far as a running back's concerned. Um, Now, if you're looking at a wide receiver, I'm looking at Christian Watson with Green Bay. They're playing the Panthers. I mean, he stepped up to the plate last week for his debut. He was out. He had a torn ACL at the end of the season last year, so he was out for a majority of this year. Obviously, just came back last week and coming in off a torn ACL, his first game back. He had four attempts, four receptions, no drops, 85 yards against the Steelers. Steelers have a great defense, man. They were flying around that first half of the game last year, but they kind of dropped the ball the second half of the game. But I still think the Steelers defense is pretty stable, and they're pretty decent. But I think there's some holes in that defense, and I think with Watson being back, and there's not much game tape on this guy, and apparently he's got good hands. I think him being in the lineup and starting this week, you pick him up. He's looking at what 8.9 points. He can sneak in and get you to 8.9 easy and possibly a touchdown this week and then expand on those points. But I think Christian Watson for the Green Bay Packers going against the Panthers this week, which Panthers defense, I mean, they're decent. They give up under 200 yards passing average this year. So I mean, not a bad defense, not the best defense, but they're not as good as I believe. They're not as good as the the Pittsburgh Steelers defense as they were last week. So I think, with this guy getting 4 catches coming off, his first game of the season, first game of the season, 4 catches, 85 yards against the defense that's, I believe, is much better than the Panthers defense. That this guy's going to, 8.9 points is probably a gimme if you want to get some extra points from somewhere. Um, I got another guy I'm looking about. I'm looking at a running back. What is his name? Kamani Vidal for the Lakers, and they're playing the Titans. Titans obviously are horrible. They're not doing very well. Last week, he had his second 100-yard rushing performance and his first NFL touchdown. Um, so, I mean, this week facing the Titans defense, who's given up significantly fantasy points to running backs this season, I mean, that's another gimme. I didn't really catch how many points he's going to get you. I think I remember correctly, it might have been about 8 or 9 points, give or take. But listen, I'm not telling you to bet. I'm just saying, hey, listen, if you need a guy to pick up that nobody really has, that you can sneak into your roster for this week and get you a couple extra points, he's not going to be your starting running back, but a backup quarterback. I'm sorry, a backup running back. I would go with Cam Vidal for something like that. And those are my 3 sleeper picks. I didn't really grab a bump pick, but I'm gonna go with every week. I'm gonna go with Dak Prescott. I mean, listen, the guy, they talk about this MVP quarterback, and listen, he's well, he does well, but as an Eagles fan, he just don't like to do. So I'm just saying, fuck him, point blank. That's what it is, right? But though that's my real quick picks. Again, sorry for the short video and a short live. If anybody is on, what's up? I don't see anybody in the chats. Probably not, because this is off the cuff, last of the minute type John. But I appreciate y'all listening and tuning in. And again, look out for the upcoming details as far as the next tailgate, which is November 23rd. Cheerleaders in New Jersey on Route 130. I'll get you the exact address and then the exact time everything's going to start. Again, the contest is going to be at halftime during the Eagles game that week, and I'll get you some more information about the donations. We're supporting a woman's shelter, a woman's abuse situation. I apologize for getting that vernacular wrong on how to explain it. But again, I'll get you more details on that. But I'm gonna sign off real quick. Again, it's Dwayne, Black and Tan Sports. Thanks for listening. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys next week. And hold it down. Go Birds all day. Gang, gang.